What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It's your man Theo Butler. Hey, yeah, man, it's Saturday. It's Saturday, and I want to talk to y'all about something: comics, movies, superhero movies, superhero comics, Marvel Cinematic Universe, specifically the Civil War. Yes, the Civil War. I appreciate all y'all rocking with me. Hey, y'all do me a favor. I don't really ask for this too much, but in the videos, if y'all can hit that click, like, subscribe, share button, I greatly appreciate it. It helps with YouTube numbers. Yes, it does. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But let's talk the Civil War. We saw it. That was the first place many of us got our introduction to the Black Panther. But what's the difference between the Marvel cinematic version of the Civil War and the Marvel comic book version of the Civil War? Let's talk about it. Okay, so we pretty much know the Civil War. Some of us got Disney Plus. Some of us actually got the daggum DVD and Blu-ray. We know how this thing goes down. Captain America, the Avengers, they're going at it's supposed to be like this highly it's always a vaccine, something on the loose. And they're going after it. Crossbones has it. They corner Crossbones. Crossbones says, hey, Steve, Bucky wanted me to ask you. Well, you want me to tell you, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, y'all remember that? He hit the switch, dead man switch. He was blowing himself up, right? Wanda creates this. I was calling it a hex bubble back then, but clearly hex is the new word. Wanda creates this hex bubble. She sends him up. He explodes, kills quite a few Wakandans. That ain't how that happened in the comic books. No, actually, what wound up happening in the comic books, y'all remember that video I did a couple days ago where I was talking about Dwayne Taylor, Night Thrasher? Yes. Listen, y'all go check this dude out. They brought him back. I don't like the new costume that y'all got him in, Marvel. I don't. I don't know what the hell that is. And look, every tough guy don't need a damn trench coat. Like trench coats are not. I don't know why people think trench coats and bomber jackets are just synonymous with toughness. Like, why? It's hot outside. I'm fighting. Like, come on, man. Don't do that. Anyway, I don't want to get distracted. The Civil War in Marvel Comics actually started differently. So, Dwayne Taylor, leader of the New Warriors, the team that is more closely resembles the Teen Titans than the X-Men did. Because Marvel really went for that whole teenage angst type of thing. Anyway, so the New Warriors, they're in New Jersey. Unlike DC, Marvel actually uses real cities. DC uses fictional cities to replace the real cities. Marvel uses real cities. So anyway, in Buffalo, Dwayne Taylor, Night Thrasher, his superhero team is doing a reality show. Yes, I don't know what the hell was Marvel was thinking, but this was when reality shows were at their height on stations like MTV, VH1, Lifetime, things of that nature. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so the New Warriors are on a reality show, and they're going after this guy named Nuke. Bad idea. Bad idea. First of all, if Justice ain't on this team, we're not gonna do this. Because Nuke. See, the thing is, it's levels to this. And when you a superhero, you got to know who you're going up against. And if you know who you're going up against, you're supposed to have all the stuff you need to take down this supervillain. The New Warriors, they didn't have that. Nuke was Nuke. And so they went after Nuke, cameras rolling, and they was trash talking Nuke while they was doing it. I said Nuke, right? He blew up the place. He killed Dwayne Taylor. He killed the New Warriors that was there. Those New Warrior members that survived were horribly injured. But that wasn't the thing. A lot of civilians died, children. A lot of civilians and children. I said his name was Nuke, right? Nuke. So, remember how when Wanda did her thing, Crossbones blew up, they came up with the Sokovia Accords? Yeah. Well, in Marvel Comics, they call that the Superhero Registration Act. And what that meant was superheroes had to not only agree to work for the government, but they had to reveal their secret identities as well. Captain America was opposed to this. Tony Stark was all for it. Tony Stark was all for it. One of the first heroes to get outed was Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Yep. And as we can guess, that had a huge impact because superheroes have secret identities for a reason. Yes, it's people out here in the world petty for no reason. They petty against real people. Like, we don't really have superheroes. But you got people looking to do you harm on a daily basis, and you ain't even out here with a mask on. Imagine. Yeah, Peter Parker caught all kind of hell. Peter Parker caught all kind of hell. And as a result of that, guess what? Steve Rogers wind up getting killed. Yeah. Peggy Carter. That whole thing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's kind of funny because, well, not funny, but, you got Agent 13, who is Peggy's niece, kissing Steve Rogers. Anyway, Agent 13 in the comic books, she actually shot and killed Steve Rogers. Yes, they had the whole Civil War. Steve Rogers eventually turned himself in. Peggy Carter, Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter is Agent 13. Sharon Carter, while Steve was being escorted into the courthouse, Sharon Carter shot him. But she wasn't the one who really killed him. She was under the mental influence, and I can't remember who the guy was. I want to say the Red Skull. But Sharon wasn't the one who she shot him, but she wasn't the one who delivered the fatal blow. It was Crossbones from across the street on top of the building with a sniper rifle. Yeah. That's how we got the whole Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, taking over as Captain America. Then later on, Sam Wilson becoming Captain America. Yeah, that's the difference between the two Civil Wars and how they played out. Whole lot differently. When I was thinking about doing this video, it made me ask myself, I said, what's the difference between killing a whole bunch of people in New Jersey and killing Wakanda scientists? I'm being funny. I'm being facetious. The reason why they had to do that is because it drove the story. They wanted to introduce the Black Panther. They wanted to have a reason for the Black Panther to have an issue. So that's why they altered the story. Marvel do that all the time. It's not always about race. It's not always about race. Sometimes it is about just driving the story. Marvel drove the story. But there you have it. The differences between the Marvel Comics version of the Civil War. And if you want to know more about that, I'll be more than happy to tell y'all that. Y'all make sure y'all hit that click, like, subscribe button and everything like that. And you have the Marvel Comics version of Civil War. Listen, I've been doing a lot of my reading and everything like that on YouTube because when you got to pay bills, you got to watch how you get this information. We do have comic book stores in Tallahassee. If you're in Tallahassee and everything, y'all check out the comic book store over there by Best Buy on Appalachia Parkway. I cannot remember the name, but you tell them Theo from I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying sent you and everything like that. No, they're not going to cut you a deal, but tell them what you're interested in and they'll be able to point you in the right direction as far as comic books go. That's my time. I love each and every last one of y'all, even if we don't agree, even if we don't like each other sometimes. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.